Welcome back. You're still watching the Daily Debate, and I am honored to be having with me over the phone Dr. Youmn Hamaki, the Professor of Finance and Economics at Ain Shams University. Thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening to you too, Dr. Youmn. How did you see the importance of the visit of the U.S. First Lady Jill Biden with a specific focus on women empowerment and the youth?
Actually, this is a very important message, taking into consideration that Egypt is having a very strong relation with United States, and United States is the largest economic power in the world nowadays, which means that it's of quite interest for Egypt to enhance our relations with United States. We have different dimensions of strengthening such relations, starting from trade. The size of trade between United States and Egypt is gaining momentum and increasing during the last period. I believe that there is more potential for enhancing export. United States is the largest importer in the world. And from here it comes that penetrating the American market can be considered as very important for Egypt, since we are nowadays trying to improve our competitiveness, specifically for the industrial sector, the Egyptian industrial sector, to be engine of growth for Egypt. So it's quite important to have the QIZ, but I'm not actually referring all the way to the QIZ, since we have other potentialities for enhancing our export food industry. Even ready-made clothes outside QIZ, we have very good potentiality to do that besides the QIZ, but still a lot of potentiality to attract foreign direct investment, American investors to come. American foreign direct investment approaching nowadays $9 billion, which is a significant one of the major foreign investor in Egypt. And if we take into consideration the importance of American companies to invest in Egypt, they could be a very important way for transferring technology, for enhancing trade between the two countries. So I believe a very good potentiality for attracting investment, American investment into Egypt. And I think we need more efforts to be exerted toward promoting opportunities of investment in Egypt. So this is investment and trade, and we can add American tourism. American tourism can be regarded as quite important in the tourism market, and I believe that the visit is going to enhance, the image of Egypt for Americans to come and to enjoy being in Egypt, having all types of tourism in Egypt. So I believe that this visit can play a significant role towards that goal.
Yes, Doctor, you mentioned two very important points, financially and economically, for the benefit of Egypt and the United States at the same time. You mentioned that the United States is one, if not the biggest importer in the world. First of all, how do you think Egypt could be maximizing their exports to the United States in terms of products and services? Do you think that we need more quality, better standards, different products? What do we need?
We need actually to understand and to know the type of competition we are facing in the American market. We need to know the specifications of the product that can penetrate, the American market. We have a lot of studies nowadays to study international markets, including the American market. We have Egyptians working there, and businessmen and women in the United States. They can help us, Egyptian immigrants to United States are playing significant role and can play more active role towards, helping us to know the quality of the product that can be, penetrating the American market. I believe that by revising a lot of cases like that, we still have some challenges that need to be addressed properly regarding the climate of investment in Egypt, regarding how to improve the quality of the product and the persistency for the product, because you may export, at the beginning, and then after that you cannot keep, the same quality for to be sustainable. So I believe a lot should be done in order to to make sustainable exports into United States. And here we have to exert efforts, not only the government, but civil society in Egypt should play a significant role, since nowadays we know quite well the importance of exportation. We kept saying that we would like to achieve the goal of $100 billion from more than 8 years nowadays, and we cannot achieve this goal despite that we have, if we study, and as economists, we have all the studies regarding the competitiveness of our industrial sector, industry by industry. Like for food industry, for example, we are exporting with $4 billion only. But our studies can prove that this figure can be $40 billion. So what we need to do is to specify the obstacles preventing, and we all know these obstacles. We have to work hard in order to address such obstacles, and this needs the cooperation among government, civil society, and businessmen and women, so that we can approach these obstacles.
Yes, Dr. Youmn Al-Hamaki, the Professor of Finance and Economics at Ain Shams University. Thank you very much for being with us tonight on the Daily Debate over the phone. And this brings us to the end of the Daily Debate for tonight. I will be leaving you, however, with the latest presidential activities in the past week. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met the members of the Board of Trustees of the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, which includes a group of prominent international personalities and a number of senior Egyptian and foreign scholars and thinkers. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi receives Mr. Ammar al-Hakim, the head of the Iraqi Wisdom Movement. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received Mr. Filippo Grandi, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held a phone call to the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, where he congratulated him on his victory in the presidential elections and his re-election as President of Turkey for a new presidential term. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received a phone call from Mrs. Kristalina Georgieva, the Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, the Prime Minister, and Dr. Mohammed Shakir, the Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and his wife, Mrs. Intisar el-Sisi, received Mrs. Jill Biden, the First Lady of the United States of America, who visited Egypt for 2 days. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held a phone call with His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of the State of Qatar.